Candela, hypnotherapist, transformation coach, and a spiritual teacher. You're about to listen to a recording of one of my regression sessions. If you enjoy the content on my channel, please consider subscribing. And if you click on the bell, it will inform you of any of my future postings. Also, leave a comment and click like, because that helps to bring this kind of content to more viewers. I hope you enjoy the recording, and I hope to see you again in my future videos. I would like you to tell me the very first thing you see when you reach the surface.
I see stone streets, cobblestone. There's water, like an ocean. It's like a little village on the water. Brick or stone streets and little bridge. Water's really blue.
What color are the houses?
All different colors. It's like built into a little hill or mountain.
Okay. I'd like you to look down at your feet and tell me what you're wearing on your feet.
Black shoes. I think they slide on.
Okay. Just become aware of your body and tell me what you're wearing on your body.
I think I have a long skirt. A linen-y long skirt. White linen shirt. It's not in good shape.
In what way?
Like, it's the best I can do. It's not nice clothes. It's like peasant-y looking clothes.
Mm-hmm. Do you have anything else on your body, or do you carry anything in your hand?
Maybe a belt on my waist, but I'm not carrying anything.
And where are you standing in relation to the village?
I'm on that bridgey thing.
What is the bridge over?
The water. It's really blue.
Now, you said that it was an ocean. Is the body of water small or large?
No, it's big. It's like we're on a coast.
And the bridge is going out into the water, or what is it connecting?
I only really see one end. I'm guessing it goes over like a channel or something.
So become aware of why you're standing on that bridge at that moment.
I think I work there, and I seem okay with it.
You work on the bridge?
No, like in that village, at a little stand or market. I'm definitely working.
So are you on your way to work?
I think I work in that area, but I'm maybe just hanging out there right now.
Okay. Just connect with what it feels like to stand there right now in that moment. What are you feeling?
I'm looking over the water. I'm totally at ease, at peace. I'm by myself, totally content. I think I'm waiting for someone.
So while you're waiting for that someone, on the count of 3, I'd like you to see yourself at your workplace. 1, 2, and 3. And tell me what you're seeing or experiencing.
Some kind of shop. Well, now I'm back outside. I think there's shops, and I think there's stands, and I think I actually work at the stand. And I see like produce. I don't think I'm dressed nice enough to work in that shop.
Okay. So I want you to see yourself in a place where you work. And just see yourself doing whatever it is you do in the course of the day. And tell me what your first impressions are.
I just see like, it's not a basket we would have now. More like a wood bin of fruits and vegetables. It's all produce. Mm-hmm. And I'm just there to sell it.
Where do you get this produce?
I think it's my family. But the space that we're in feels a little developed. It's like a mercantile area, so I'm guessing somebody has to bring it. Maybe we live elsewhere and we just come in and do that. But I don't know how we would get from here to there.
You mean the market where you are is more developed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you young or old?
I think I'm like 35.
Are you healthy?
Yeah. I'm taller. I'm just realizing I'm so much taller.
Okay. So as you go through the day, tell me how your business is going.
It's kind of uneventful. People come and people go and they get what they need, but I feel really content. I just can't believe how content I am for having nothing. I don't know why I feel emotional about that, but it's really beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a lot to sell?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, do you have things that remain?
Yeah, but I'm not worried about it.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to step out and go back to that moment on the bridge when you were waiting for someone. And as you step into that moment, it will become apparent to you who you're waiting for. Tell me who it is.
Looks like a suitor.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone who's courting me and I'm interested in them, but we're not a family.
Describe him to me.
He's a burly guy. He has longer dark hair. He has on suspenders and a white shirt that's kind of like unbuttoned and tan pants. Oh my god, I think he has a mustache or some kind of facial hair. It's funny.
How long has he been courting you?
I don't know. I get the impression it's kind of new, but I just really enjoy waiting for him there.
Why are you meeting there on the bridge?
I just really get the impression that there's boats, like it's a fishing town. And so I don't think he's there all the time. But I think he comes back really consistently, and I know when that is, and I'm just waiting.
So was he out fishing?
Maybe. He's out doing some kind of work on a boat.
How big are the boats?
They're not that big. I mean, I think this is a long time ago.
So as you meet him, just move a little bit forward in time and tell me how your time together goes.
It's just really easy. I'm just getting the sense that I'm happy, that things are easy, there's no stress. It's like easy to be together. And I think we stay there in that town.
You mean on that day or in the future?
I feel that we stay together there. I can't picture it. I just picture us now.
Okay. So on the count of 3, you're going to see yourself standing in front of a place where you live during that time. 1, 2, and 3. Tell me what you see.
This is in town, like where the cobble streets are. It's an itty-bitty place. And I'm just shocked because I don't think I have kids. I don't think I had kids. But it was okay.
So tell me what you see. What does the house look like? Is it a separate house?
No, it's like wedged in amongst those shops that I saw. So we have a roof over our head, but it's not super nice.
So describe to me what you see.
Looks like it's made of a combination of materials. Some stone, some wood, maybe some kind of awning, a front door, some windows. But it's not a normal house. I think the floors are kind of unfinished.
So go ahead inside and describe to me what's inside.
The floors are dusty, but not like they're dirty, dusty like they're made of dirt. Mm-hmm. And there's only windows at the front of the house, not the sides of the house.
Is there glass in there?
Yes. And I think it might only be like 2 rooms. Like a living space and a sleeping space. And like everything's in the living space. But everything isn't much. It's like a table with high stool looking things. I don't see a kitchen. I see a space to go and sleep.
And what do you see in that space?
Just a bed. I don't know where our stuff goes because there's like, I don't think we have anything. I don't see a closet. I don't see.
Who lives in this house with you?
Just me and him.
So are you married?
We're not married. I don't think being married matters so much, and I don't think we have the money to do anything anyways. And it's just like we're together. And I just keep feeling like whatever it is, we're totally at peace with it.
Now, when you chose to come and live together, was there any type of ceremony that you went through?
I don't remember. But I think my family's okay with it. There's no issues.
So tell me about your family. Does it live close?
No, I think they live further away. Wherever they farm, they have some land, but everything's extremely poor.
And what do you do now that you live together? What do you do for a living?
I still work, but maybe not at that stand anymore. I feel like I'm in a servant type of role.
And he still goes out on the boats?
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been together?
It's still new. We're still, say, in our 30s.
And how does the relationship feel?
Easy. Just easy.
So become aware of what work you do. You'll just see yourself engaging in tasks.
Taking care of someone. I'm not a nurse. I'm not trained or skilled like that. There's a bowl of water, like there's no running water, so we've got like a dresser with a bowl on it and water and like scraps of linen. So if I need to dip it in water and wring it out and pat their forehead or cool a fever or something, I can do that. It's like I'm a support person, caregiver, just trying to make somebody comfortable.
And why did you change your work?
I don't know.
How do you feel about this job?
I like this job.
Do you like it better than what you did before?
I was okay with what I did before, but this feels more meaningful.
Mm-hmm. And now, as I count to 3, I'd like you to see yourself having a meal. 1, 2, and 3. And tell me the first thing that comes to you.
I see the table. It's a butcher block table, like a really thick, unfinished wood. The wood is really grainy. Everything is really rough looking. And I saw a pot like you'd make, looks like stew, broth and potatoes and vegetables.
Where was it cooked?
I just see something up in the corner, some type of heating something. We don't have running water and electricity. There must be a little fire or something that we can put the pot over.
So who is serving the stew?
Looks like I'm just there by myself in that moment.
How do you eat it?
I see a black mug-looking thing. It's not like a normal bowl. It has a little handle on the side. It looks metal.
You eat the stew out of that?
Mm-hmm. I'm like really tall and thin. I can't get over this.
Do you have anything else other than the stew?
No.
Is there a meat in it?
No.
Just vegetables?
Mm-hmm.
Are you able to get enough food to eat?
Surprisingly. I mean, I really feel like we have a roof over our head and clothes on our body, but like that is it.
And where's your partner at this time?
I think he's working, but I just really get this sense that when he's at work and I'm by myself, I'm okay. Like I just know he'll be back and it's fine.
Is he usually gone just during the day or for longer periods of time?
I think when we first met, he was gone for longer amounts of time, but now that we live together, it's maybe more consistent.
So I want you to travel back to the time when you were still living in your parents' home and describe your family to me.
I sense that there are 3 kids and I'm the oldest one. And I think I'm a lot older than them. So I have like a younger brother and a younger sister.
Do you have a close relationship with them?
It all seems very good. I think my parents aren't there because they're working. And I think I help with the kids. Maybe that's why I don't need my own kids. I have a very maternal instinct with these 2 kids.
So as you return back to your own home, are your siblings still back with the parents?
Yes, but they're doing okay. Everybody's okay.
And do you stay in touch with them?
I believe so, but there's no way to write or call. I think you have to travel there.
Mm-hmm. So on the count of 3, you're going to move to the next significant event in that life. 1, 2, and 3. Tell me what you're experiencing.
I'm in my 60s. I think I'm like 65. I look very different.
What's different?
I have nice clothes. I have a really nice blouse that goes up to my neck. Full sleeves. Everything fits very nicely. I have a skirt. It fits very nice. I look very put together. Like someone in charge of an academy would look. But that's not my work. I don't think I work anymore. I don't know how, but somehow I'm in a better situation. I have nicer clothes. I don't really know why. I don't think my husband's there. I think he passed. I think it's just me.
So rewind a little bit and go back in time to the moment when things began to change for you, to take you in this new direction.
It has to do with the family I took care of. I think I developed a relationship with that family. I worked there for a long time.
Was it just one person you took care of?
I think it was just an older man. I can see him.
Tell me about him.
He's in like pajamas. He's bedbound. He cannot leave the bed. I get the sense he's in a coma, and I just took care of him. I get the sense that I was like a companion, and I made sure he was clean and had company, and I was just like a steady presence.
Was he in a coma the whole time?
I think so.
So who was it that hired you?
Someone in the family hired me.
Move to the moment when your employment ends there. What happens?
I can't tell if they're the reason I'm in a different place financially. I can't tell if it's because of them or something else. I don't know.
So go back to a moment when the situation with the gentleman resolves. Does he come out of the coma or does he pass away?
No, he passes.
How long was he in a coma?
seems like a very long time. I don't know if it's possible for someone to be in a coma for years, but it seems like a couple years. And so I'm trying to see if I stay with that family or I go to another one. So I think after my service there is complete, I continued in this work, but different families.
Does the first family assist you in any way?
I don't think so. Now I see myself with a completely different family.
And what do you do for the next family?
I'm getting the feeling that I'm in a governess type role. Like I said, I'm dressed like I'm in charge of an academy or something, but I'm not. And I get the sense that I'm helping with their children in some way. I don't think I'm their teacher, because I think I'm a very bright woman, but I don't think I went to school.
Are you a nanny for them?
Yeah, it's something like that.
And how do you like that?
It seems okay. I actually seemed happier when I had less. It's almost like I feel a little out of place because it feels like it's a really wealthy family. And so they've dressed me nicely, but I feel a little out of place. But I feel grateful.
So they are the ones who gave you the clothes?
I think so, yes.
And do you still live in the same house, or do you stay in their family?
No, I live with them now.
And what about your partner?
He's been gone for some time. I think he died.
Are you with this family in your 60s?
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Your questions seem funny to me because I see it all so vividly. But then I realize I have to explain what I see.
Your partner, how did he die?
It seems like it was quick, like maybe an accident. He didn't suffer, he wasn't sick. I think part of the reason I feel different or not as content is he's not there. I'm by myself. I've grieved that, but I'm kind of like a maid. But he didn't suffer, and that's good.
Go ahead and move forward in that life to another significant moment and tell me what you see.
I see lots of windows, tall windows with white window treatments on them.
Mm-hmm. Whose house are they in?
I think I'm still in that house.
The same family?
Same family, same house. They had many floors to their house. I'm on the top floor of their house. And it's windows all the way around it. Very high ceilings, and I'm in bed.
Why are you in bed?
I think it's time for me to go. I'm not suffering. I'm just old. It's like my body's just tired.
And what age are you?
My late 70s.
Are you still in the same city that you were in when you were young?
I believe so, but it's like in a really nice, beautiful building, home.
So you can probably see more of the city from the windows.
Yes, it's like 4 or 5 stories up.
Just imagine that you're standing there, perhaps at the time when you were not bedridden. And as you're looking over the city, do you see that water?
Mm-hmm.
And tell me more about what you see there.
It's very hilly. So it's like somewhere Mediterranean. I don't know the language. I don't know any of that. I just know everything's very, very, very crowded. Everything's very, very colorful. Everything's very hilly and all built up on top of each other. But this family's in like a vertical mansion.
Is that bridge still there?
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful. This place is absolutely beautiful.
Now, can you see where the bridge is going?
It just takes you from here to there in town. And there's water that runs underneath it.
Okay. And as you hear people talking around you, you may become aware of the language that they're speaking?
I feel like we're speaking English, but it's not England, and it's not that far north. It's very hilly.
And what's the weather like throughout the year?
It's not hot, it's kind of damp.
Mm-hmm.
It looks Mediterranean just because of the water and the fishing and the city and everything, but I don't think it is, because the language is not there. I don't know, something like Ireland.
So as you return back to the bed, how do you feel about being in that family's home?
I feel at peace.
Okay. Is anybody from your birth family still alive? Any of the siblings?
I think so. They're significantly younger than me, but I don't go on to have much relationship with them, and that's okay.
So on the count of 3, I'd like you to move to the last moment of your life. 1, 2, and 3. And tell me what you're experiencing.
I died very peacefully in my sleep.
Okay. And as you look back, tell me your first thoughts and feelings about the life that you left.
I worked hard in that life, but it was very content, very peaceful. I didn't have much at all, but I had special people around me and connection through these families, and I feel that I was able to help people at each stage of that life. It's like I worked hard, yet somehow it was easy.
Mm-hmm. As you continue to rise above, someone is going to step forward to greet you and welcome you back home. And tell me who is there to meet you.
There's 3 beings, but they're not earthly.
Who are they?
I don't know. It's like it doesn't matter.
And what do they do?
They're just there to receive me.
And what are you experiencing in that moment?
It's bright, bright, bright light. It's completely effortless. There's no judgment. I'm just being received, is the word.
So I'm going to ask them to help you make some connections and bring some clarity. And the first thing is, what was the purpose for your soul of that particular life experience?
I was a caregiver. I cared for my siblings. I cared for people by feeding them that fruit and vegetables. I cared for that man when he was dying. I cared for other people's kids. I never had my own. And I died peacefully.
I want to understand why this life experience was brought to your attention now. How does it respond to the questions and concerns that Katie has in this life?
I think there's a message, a very strong message of contentment and peace and ease despite having nothing. And it's not about things or stuff or more or better. It's enough just to be a presence in someone else's life.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if you can now imagine that knowing is now amplified and it's brought to the forefront of your soul memory so that it can be one of the guiding lights in Katie's current life. I'm going to ask one more question of those 3 guides, and if they're able to help us, that would be wonderful. The tic that Katie has been experiencing, does it have roots in this issue, in this search for things or for approval, in this lack of contentment with oneself?
Yeah.
So what do they have to say about it?
There's no need to chase after things. There's no need to go, go, go. And there's something just really special about being a presence. Something beautiful about just being a presence.
And a presence is about being, not doing.
Yes.
Is there anything else they have to communicate to you about that?
Just hearing the word gift, the sense that if I focus on being a calm, steady, supportive, positive presence, that's a pretty special gift that I can give to other people.
Beautiful. So I want their help in kind of reshuffling energetic priorities for Katie. Take this need that you used to have for perfection, for doing things, for this go, 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 and do, do, do. And imagine that there's almost like a light that's being dimmed around it, so that it becomes more difficult to distinguish, and it just begins to sink into the background. It's one of the priorities, but it's certainly not at the front. And as it reshuffles and goes back to the back of the line, the light around being in someone's life, being present for them, begins to brighten, intensify. This feeling or sensation comes more into focus, and it moves towards the front of the line. So that when Katie thinks about her life, what attracts her attention is being a presence in someone's life, and ultimately finding that contentment, that peace, that sense of well-being is what's going to guide her through her daily activities, so that she can choose what brings her contentment. Now has that been moved around?
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask if those guides have any final message that they want to communicate to you before we let them go.
I don't think so.
So just allow all of those images to begin to fade, and those three guides move back